Think. Is it true?
Yes, true.
Okay. How do you know?
Because we always
Because we always think.
Okay.
H. What do you think H would be?
Honest.
Honest. Give me some other ones. Honor.
Helpful.
Helpful. Very good. That's actually what it is. You might have to go to green. Is it helpful?
Yes.
All right. I.
Intelligent.
Intelligent.
Improvement.
Improvement. How about inspiring? Can anybody tell me what inspiring means?
Inspiring you to do something.
What does it mean? Do you know what it means?
To trust.
To trust somebody?
To try something.
How about help them? Let them know that it's true, that it's okay. What about in?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. That starts with a K. That's okay. Good try though. Males? No?
Noble.
Noble? How about
Necessary.
necessary? What do you think necessary means?
It's uncalled for. Uncalled for.
Uncalled for?
Called for.
Called for. Why is it called for instead of uncalled for?
Because uncalled for is not, don't need to happen.
You do not need for it to happen. That's right.
The difference between necessary and unnecessary is because in the beginning of unnecessary it has a prefix of un.
Right.
And it means
Okay. All right, K. What do you think K would mean?
knowledge.
Kind. Right.
Knowledge.
Why did you choose kind?
Being nice.
Knowledge.
Okay, what do you think all this means? Think about it. Think. I just told you to think. So what's the first thing you're going to do? See if it is
True.
and then ask if it is
Helpful.
Inspiring.
Necessary.
And
Kind.
So anytime I ask you a question, what are you going to do?
Thank.
Think, which is
True. Helpful. Inspiring. Necessary. Kind.
So what does that mean? How are you going to do this?
by following all of those and check.
How do you think it'll help you?
Yes.
Yes.
How will it help you? Go ahead.
You just have to remember what they are, and you have to just think about it and see if it's true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, or kind.
Right. So say I were to ask you about snakes. I could say, is it true that snakes only get 2 feet long? What are you gonna do?
Think about it.
What are you gonna do?
Think about it.
What are you gonna see? Is that statement true?
No.
They can grow like
Could be. That's right. What's the answer you're gonna give? Will that be helpful to me?
Yes.
Yes. What would how would it not be? It's okay, keep going. Just think. Think. No answer is a wrong answer.
Because they're in danger.
Because they could be dangerous. Would it be inspiring? Would your answer be inspiring to me?
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe. How would it be inspiring? How would you inspire me? Think. Use it. Is it going to be true? Helpful? How would you inspire me?
We can either inspire you by doing something that you like.
Would you want to do that for me? Or would you want to do that toward the question for me?
to what the question is.
Right. Okay. How would it be necessary? How would your answer be necessary?
I'm not saying something wrong.
Or negative.
It's not really wrong.
Or negative.
It's okay if you say things. That's what you're here for, to learn. But what you want to do is make it necessary to the question. How would it be necessary to the question? Is it true that snakes only grow 2 feet long?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe. How would that be necessary? How would maybe be necessary to the question? Think about it. Inspire me with your answer for necessary. Think. How would it be kind? How could you give me a kind answer? What are some ways to give me a kind answer?
Yes.
By not being negative to the question.
By not being negative,
By not being funny about it.
by not being funny. Back there. Anybody? How could you be kind? Well, give me an answer to the question.
Being
Helpful? There you go. See?
to say it in good manners, not in disrespectful manners.
Very nice. Be respectful. How could you be kind?
I was gonna say be respectful.
That's okay. Everybody needs to be respectful.
I would like to say that word. Be kind.
Be kind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, how would you do that with your peers? How would you tell your peers? What if they were wrong? How would you use think to help them understand and help correct them?
I would just say it in good manners and say that your answer might be wrong and just help them with it.
Right, good.
I'll just say in manners that your answer is wrong, and I'll help you correct it.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say that if they don't know what the word "thank" means, I'll just tell them in case if they don't know.
Okay, well, what if they don't know another word? How are you going to do that? Using think.
Right off the
Start out with true.
Is it true?
Is it true? You would ask them.
Is it
Is it helpful? Is it inspiring?
Is it necessary?
And is it kind?
Okay, and if it's not, what will you do?
Fix it. Let's do it so it can be truly helpful.
Think, exactly.
help them learn this word and teach them about the word.
Right. Help them. Great. So now that you know what think means, what's going to happen when Miss Sudeth and I give you a question? Is everybody's hands going to dart straight up?
No.
No, you're gonna
No.
think. You gotta think.
You gotta think.
And if you know the answer.
And if you know the answer, how are you going to implement it? What do you think implement means?
You're gonna think is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind?
That's right. You're going to use think in your head. You can think out loud, but do it quietly, or you can think with partners. But make sure that you think before you answer any question for anybody, okay? Yes.
Usually we just raise up our hands.
Jump out of your
Yeah, and she
seat.
doesn't even finish her question. But this time we should think
Actually think
before
about
we
before we
answer and just go through what think means.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Even if you get it wrong, you could be close to the answer.
Exactly. Even if you get it wrong, don't give up, because what can you do?
You can
think.
think.
You
You
can
can
think.
go back and think. You can reevaluate. You have peers that are going to think with you and help you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
There are no wrong questions and there are no wrong answers as long as you